guess I play semi-pro, right?
No, man, you worse. You Sunday League.
All right, hello and welcome back to the Sunday League podcast, your home for all things fantasy,
back, baby.
MLB. We're here. The longest 2 weeks of your life is over. We know you were dying for us. We're back here. The Sunday League Fantasy League has grown. We've been talking about it. We added 3 new members. My buddies Josh Suggs, Ben Poplin, and then Cale.
Joe Bandit.
Joe Bandit.
Throws 92 from the mound.
Tell the name. You can introduce him. Did you forget his name?
David Pattinson. No. I was like,
Honestly, for a second, I was like,
They're like,
I've been calling this guy David this whole time, and his name's Joe.
hey, listen,
I'm commissioner, and I don't even know the guy's name.
I'm so deficient with everything right now, other than like fat cells probably, but that'll be gone soon. But
Kale's doing a little. How long is it? 28-day fast.
28-day fast, yeah. Water
Just
fast.
a slight 4-week fast. No big deal.
Yeah. But
From the slight, you know.
well, listen, if I don't lose 120 pounds, I'm gonna be pissed. I was kidding. But
If you lose 120 pounds in a month,
David Pattinson is
you
an
might
animal.
be dead.
What if you lose 119? Would you still be
I'll be
pissed?
fine.
Brutal.
As long as it's like my plus minus is 99 to 187.
What's the line going for that?
Yeah. What's the over under?
Negative 1,200.
What's the biggest line? Negative 1,200?
Yeah. Long
I have
shot.
I think I'm gonna take the under.
Okay, what's the line? I want to talk about the line on how many days you last. I'm sorry, I have faith in you, but
Okay,
if
so
I'm really,
How far in?
I'm
You're
really-
like 4 days in.
I'm
4 days
betting for
in.
Vegas.
and I've
You
done
ate
some,
popcorn.
yeah, I've eaten one, like it was a bowl about this big of popcorn. It was like a little soup mug, and because I did some research, and it was like that's the best thing you can eat during a fast because it's like no calories. So I didn't put any butter on it or anything like that. It was just straight.
Salt?
It was absolutely terrible.
Yeah, did you salt it up?
Yeah.
That's a lot of salt.
I didn't even pour. I took the top off the salt, pinched it with 2 fingers, and sprinkled it around.
Just a little dab.
It was I think it, like if I went to death row, that would be my last meal after not eating for 4 days. That was the best popcorn I've ever eaten in my life.
Was it?
So what's the
horrible?
line? What's
Was
the
it
over
horrible?
under?
I'd say 15 days.
15 days.
If I make it to 15 days, I might go till 40 days. But making it, actually, I should say 7 days because a week's gonna be rough. But hey, we're here for it.
Casey, what you taking? You over or under?
Well, what's
Is the line 7 or
official
5
line?
or 5 14?
What's the official
All right,
line?
we'll go 7 because like if I'm struggling.
And what day are you on now?
4.
He's on day 4, so he's got to make it 3 more days to get
And
the
you've
over.
already had some popcorn. I'm
Yeah.
taking the under. I'm sorry.
That's fine. Listen,
Okay,
nobody's
okay,
believing me.
Caleb.
Like I've been
Caleb, I believe
I've been 300 pounds since 4th grade. Nobody's believed in me ever. Amanda thinks I have type 2 diabetes. I mean,
Kale, I believe in you. I'm gonna take the over, but I think you're gonna make it 10 days and then be done.
Yeah.
That's my
Nope.
bet.
this is the motivation I needed. First chance saying I can't hit a baseball. Now this.
Love it.
If I die, I die.
If he dies, he dies. We'll see. All right. Well, jumping in, we got a couple things to go over. Not too much. It's been a busy off season for several of us, but also with Major League Baseball, we're getting into fantasy baseball season. Draft season's coming up. A lot of us in the Sunday League have been doing our draft wizard drafts. Apparently, Cale is the draft wizard because he's averaging a grade A 90 on all his drafts. Cale, you want to share some of your secrets? Tell us what you're doing. Tell us what we're doing wrong.
How much are
Not
you?
a chance.
Have you subscribed to Draft Wizard to get that?
I haven't spent a dime because I have $12 to my name.
And you're using it for Zens?
I'm still. Yes, I am. I'm in debt, but it's fine. Coffee and Zen are the only thing that can get me through the past 4 days.
And
But
Jesus.
and Jesus, of course. Listen, let me go back on all this. This fast is not to lose weight. it's genuine. It's genuine. Like, of course, that's going to be an after effect, or whatever you call it.
It's gonna
But
be
like, not to get too personal, but like ever since December 1st, some things happened in my family and stuff like that. And it's just been like I just felt like I needed to get closer to God and something drastic. And because I'm one of those people, like my family has addictive personality. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but I'm either balls to the wall or I'm not going to commit to it. So I was like, I got to do like a 28-day fast and I was like, it's perfect because the month of February was coming up. I can say I fasted for a month. Who cares what month it was? The shortest month, don't care. But so
They all got 28 days.
It's genuinely like a thing because we've been doing the year Bible in a year. So reading the Bible every day. I've got another one I'm doing, not another year Bible, but yeah, some of us. But yeah, it's genuinely like a cry out to the Lord.
I'll still get there in the year.
But
we'll see.
But no, honestly, all I'm doing is I'm not giving any of my secrets away, but like because I've got draft slots for positions I want, and that's kind of how I'm going about it. I'm getting like really good players in certain spots, like we'll say first 7 spots. I'm getting my guys, and after that, I usually go for like starting pitching, kind of heavy on starting pitching, and then just find diamonds in the dirt down at the end. And of course, like I'm pulling a James and drafting much more pitchers than I normally would have.
As always.
Yeah.
So Freddie Freeman's your first round pick, is what you're saying?
Well, depends on my draft spot.
For 3 years in a row.
First pick, you're not taking Acuna.
I'm pretty sure my second year because I was in Charleston, South Carolina, out of commission, we'll just say. And I'm pretty sure my first draft pick for y'all was a freaking Javi Baez. And y'all wonder why I came in like 7th.
He was second to last. He was second to last. Did I choose Javi Baez for you? Yes, I did. But that's because your mom said that you love Javi Baez.
Or maybe my mom loved Javi Baez.
Okay, well, I was doing it for the fan. Okay, I was
trying
to make the whole.
Listen, I love my mother, but she's very intelligent. She graduated Chapel Hill in 3.5 years, but when it comes to anything else, she's not too great in anything else, except being a mother, of course.
Still love
great mother.
Yeah, great mother.
Love her.
But no, yeah, it's just like I'm telling you, I don't know much in this life. I'm not smart. I'm not good looking. Sometimes funny, but dadgummit, I know baseball.
Maybe not fantasy baseball though.
No,
maybe
I'm terrible.
Not, yeah.
Listen, I'm a GM for the Atlanta Braves. I'm an owner. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Flash your medal.
Yeah. It's upstairs. It's literally above our fireplace.
It's on the mantle.
Yes.
That's your pride and joy right there.
100%. I have nothing else to contribute in this life, but I'm an owner of the Atlanta Braves.
I'm proud of you. So let's talk about this. If you get the first pick, who are you taking?
Gosh. See, that's the worst question. It's the same thing as last year. Because if I get the first pick,
don't say it's the same thing as last year because Casper had the first pick. And
no, I know, but I'm saying I was praying because remember it was between because I was the last one to shoot in the water pong, and the picks were 5th or 1st pick, and I was praying to the good Lord that I did not hit that first overall pick because I knew in my heart that I would take Ronald Acuna. And
are you, if you get first pick this year, are you going to take Ronald Acuna?
I'm gonna have to fast for 50 days to pray about it because I don't want to.
You're gonna have to repent after it too.
But I'm gonna have to. I just think with everything going on, with now he's technically the leader, like if you want to call him that, of the team. There's no he's not going to get benched for doing stupid stuff over again because there's no leadership in that locker room. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to take him, but I won't be happy about it.
So basically, with that question, do you think he has the same year or a better year, or do you think he kind of regresses?
I don't think if anything he goes
above and beyond
35 and 60. I mean, if you call that a regression, you call it a regression. But
yeah, he could have a worse year and still hit 300 with 40 bombs. So
yeah, I mean,
the 300 average. I think that's where it dips. I think he's gonna be
280. Yeah, 285ish.
I wouldn't go
I
that
think
far.
I think he goes more home runs and more steals.
Mhm.
Average drops big time.
Really?
Not big time, but 280 to 275.
I would
no,
because he hit what 317? Was that his average this year? Around there. I say
Something
he's
like that.
within 4 of. So I think he's plus or minus 2 from 300. So he's either 298 or 302. That's where I think he's going to land.
I'd agree with
100
that.
RBIs, 38 home runs, 67 stolen bases.
But you got to think for him to get 100 RBIs in the leadoff spot is like incredible as it is. But I mean that does
He's going to get 30 just from himself though.
right. I mean, and that does contribute to the lineup, the depth of our lineup. I mean, I understand that, but
That's true.
But yeah, I don't want the first pick.
Yeah.
I also don't want the 7th pick or like the 3rd pick.
Hey, my best draft from Draft Wizard. I mean, we don't really need to talk about Draft Wizard for me.
Yeah.
Because I have.
What's that average grade looking like?
It's looking like my college GPA, which wasn't too good. But
hey,
you graduated. You
Well,
guys got the 90. Mine's looking at 76, so I'm passing. C's get degrees, baby. But
that's true. That's true.
I'll have a really good day, and then I'll have a really bad day. It's just like that.
Yeah.
But
all right, I will ask this though, because Draft Wizard is on Corbin Carroll and Bobby Witt's jock straps.
they are.
Like, are they a first round draft pick?
I think they're a late, if first round. Well, okay, let's give more context. We play in an 8-man league, so
Yep.
if we were in a 12-man league, 100%.
Yes.
Or 12, 15, something like that. But an 8-man league, I think they are either the last pick of the first round or early to mid second round.
I was gonna say mid, like I think at the earliest mid second round to early 3rd round.
Because even like looking at Corbin Carroll's projections, which I know, and I do this all the time. I hate projections, but he's only projected to hit like 24 home runs and steal like 40 bases, which is good. But compared to some of the guys who are listed way lower than him, like for example, let's check out Trey Turner.
Even Aaron
Well,
Judge.
he's looking bad, but like there's options lower than Corbin Carroll that are looking like they're going to be better.
Yep.
So.
Well, and the thing with Corbin Carroll is like he hasn't proven to stay healthy, like because he's got bad shoulder issues in his right shoulder, I think. And for the record, I hope they both win. Yeah, but I hope they both win MVPs. I mean, but
great players.
I have more faith in, which is kind of scary, but I think going into this year, Bobby Witt really impressed me last year. But I have more faith in Bobby Witt this year.
100%.
The past 2 years, obviously. Even with that Royals lineup, I mean, they have gotten better. They've gotten really good offseason. I'm sure we'll get into it later. But he has kind of really started to mold into, if I want to compare him to somebody, the A-Rod back in his prime, you know? I mean, just that dual threat kind of guy that just really takes off in a really kind of bad team. I mean, that Mariners team, obviously, with A-Rod, probably one of the best lineups we've ever seen.
100%.
But still didn't make anything of it. But then, obviously...
Then he went to Texas.
He's a big contract with Texas, you know, and the rest is history with roids and stuff. Hopefully, Bobby Witt doesn't fall in that category. But yeah, I have, from a drafting perspective, obviously, I mean, the first 2 rounds, especially the first round, I think you go dual threat. I mean, that's got to be everybody's. Either you're going dual threat or you are going heavy like James does on the pitchers. And, you know, you're selling out for like starting pitchers. And hopefully that's your anchor because obviously, you know, if you have 5 or 6 great guys going on the same exact day, like somehow James did every single week.
Every week.
I mean, you're going to win the league, obviously. Especially if you get lucky and somehow get the best player in the league as well. So I have more faith in Bobby Witt than I do Corbin Carroll.
No, I agree.
But my hot topic of this offseason, and me and Thomas have already discussed this, is Thomas doesn't think Julio Rodriguez is a first-round draft pick. Maybe not even second round. And I think that's
okay. I didn't say even second round. I said early second round, kind of the same with these guys. I think my take on these guys, these 3 specifically, Julio, Bobby, and Corbin, is they're still so young that they haven't really proven themselves. 1, to stay healthy, but 2, just like can they be consistent year to year? Because Julio had a horrible first half because he came off of the hype from his rookie year.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think I would rather take like a Mookie Betts, Ronald Acuna, Kyle Tucker type player who's proven to be consistent year after year with that high value pick versus spending it on someone who could be a gamble. But granted, out of the three of those, I think my favorite would be Bobby Witt. Mainly because I think he got lost a lot of times in our minds because he's stuck in Kansas City and they had a horrible team last year. You know, it was one of those situations where no one really was paying attention to Kansas City, so his whole season was flying under the radar. I mean, he was a stolen base away from going 30-50, which could have been an MVP season had Ronald Acuna not been doing what he did.
Yeah.
So,
well, I mean, Bobby Witt's in the AL, so he can still win MVP.
Well, yeah, obviously, but
there's Ohtani. Ohtani was the person you wanted to say,
right?
But yeah, man, I forgot what I was going to say. But the only thing that scares me with Bobby Witt, and obviously he's already proven that he can do it, is that Kansas City Stadium. That Kansas City Stadium is honestly not a hitter's ballpark. It's not.
Yeah.
But he has shown, obviously, this past year of 30 home runs, he can definitely make do. One advantage to him, too, over if you want to compare it to Julio Rodriguez and Corbin Carroll, is he can be a dual threat for position-wise. He has the third base eligibility and shortstop eligibility. At least he did last year. Don't know how much he's going to be able to play third base this year. But obviously that's anybody that's a dual threat from speed and power and then also can play multiple positions, you can slide them anywhere. So interested to see how Mookie Betts plays out with that as well. Obviously Mookie Betts isn't really the speed runner that we used to know him as. But obviously last year the dual threat of the second base outfield, was very, very big, especially for my team. He was my last pick. Or not my last pick, my first pick of the first pick, first last pick, first round.
Okay, you got it.
Yeah, can we just go back? Because last year, Free Freeman was not my first pick. Thank you very much. It was Yordan Alvarez.
Yeah, and he's ranked at like 15 or something crazy like that. That's why I'm not real high on him.
Because he only played like 60 games. I mean, he played like 90, but still.
That's true. But
you won't make that mistake again. I know.
Never.
We'll see.
Yordan's dead to me.
As long as no one picks JT Realmuto in the third round, I'll be happy with this year.
Well, that's the thing,
Casper.
Shout out Casper.
This year, obviously, we got these three new guys. I don't know them. I mean, I've met Josh, at your wedding, Thomas, but obviously
Which I wasn't invited to.
Didn't
really
know
know them from Adam. So really interested to see, and they have some experience, with fantasy baseball. But our league is not to compare our league to anybody else, but our league is nuts, honestly, with the points, with all that kind of stuff. So
I wake up at 3 a.m. every night.
But so interested to see, even though we are drafting with Draft Wizard and everything like that, we're not sponsored. But if you want to sponsor us, Draft Wizard,
please.
Shout out Draft Wizard.
Please, God.
Fantasy Pros sponsor us.
But even with them, it's kind of because I know how y'all draft, but these guys are wild cards this year, and I mean we know James is going to go heavy pitchers. We know
always.
Cale's going to draft like the Braves GM, and just go loyalty. Thomas is going to go stat boy and be like, oh my god.
Here we go.
But so
I'll say loyalty over anything, family over everything. FOE, baby.
Family over championships.
Listen, I'm still friends with y'all because I have loyalty.
Anyway, so.
And Coach John's contacts.
Yeah. Bribery. Anyways, yeah, looking forward to it. We got it. We're all going to Myrtle Beach or possibly the mountains, right, Thomas?
Something like that. We'll figure it out.
We're going to the mountains.
I don't know if you Florida boys could handle mountains in March.
Yeah, no chance. We're not going to mountains.
There was snow on the ground this morning when I saw it, so
yeah.
Then
we'll see.
If not, then I guess y'all are coming down here. Anyways,
we'll find a beach house somewhere.
Beach house.
Okay. Well, we'll do something. I think we're going to Myrtle Beach. Let's just say that for the context of things. Draft party.
Might do a draft live stream.
Might do a draft live stream. Hey,
Never know.
Tune in, listeners. At least maybe for the first round or something like that. We'll see.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it. Obviously, it's a great time of the year, and the wives are nice enough to let the boys get together and have a little weekend of our own, and looking forward to it. So
very
for the record,
for Cale's wife.
Yep. For the record, I have zero fear in Josh and Ben because they're friends with Thomas. So, David's a tricky one.
Farther than you the past 2 years in the playoffs. Just saying.
It's fun. You played Casey in the first round. I played James, who beat you. James is the only person who's ever beat me. Yeah, I freaking came closer than you did.
I was 15 points away. If Alexis Diaz didn't blow 2 saves, would have won.
I was 12 points away.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
I was 4th place.
Get to know me. It was 3rd place, idiot.
So, anyways, consensus: Ronald Acuna is the first pick. If you get the first pick across the board, yeah,
breaks my heart.
We won't go farther than that. We don't want to give away anybody's secrets. You're going to trade Turner, second pick?
Second pick might be first. You don't know, dude.
We'll see. It depends on who gets the pick.
Yeah.
If Ben gets it, he might take Bryce Harper. We'll see.
Maybe Yamamoto or Yamaha or whatever his name is.
Yoshi?
What's your all's top 3 pitcher rankings?
I'm not telling you that.
3? Top 3 that I want? I want all of them.
I'll take top 3.
Top 3 is obviously Strider, Cole, 1, 2. And then probably I would still say Burns.
Burns is number 1.
Strider, Cole, Burns.
Burns is number 1 after that trade, 100%. Don't no ifs, ands, buts about it. Burns is number 1.
He was on a winning team last year.
In a very hitter-friendly division, especially from the ballpark standpoint.
His miles per hour went down like 3%.
Don't care. That movement for that cutter, that sinker, he's
taking him yard.
There's something about him going. The Brewers franchise,
stinks.
Thank you, Cale.
Moving to Raleigh.
I just don't think he really felt like a winning culture, there.
Stadium and the bratwursts were amazing.
Absolutely.
Beers were great. Yeah. Flowing.
Well, they were flowing, son. Maybe that's why we felt like it was so great. Anyway. But yeah, I to me, Burns is number 1. I hate Cole. I hate Strider.
Yeah, we know.
They're not there for me.
You're soft.
From a fantasy perspective, obviously, yes, they are the top dogs and stuff, but yeah, I'm still taking Burns.
I'm going straight sleepers for pitching this year.
So you're going heavy on hitters then. Okay.
Who knows?
See.
Listen, I might draft Jock Haber 1-1. Who knows?
I wouldn't blame you.
Casey said he might take him in the 2nd round.
Yeah.
I have. And you see where Draft Wizard has me. C minuses, so.
Yeah. He drafted the 2 best closers last year back to back.
Yeah. How'd that do?
Class A and hater. And
we will say Casey did start off 5-0 and then had one of the most historic collapses I've ever seen.
Yes.
You're welcome, Casey.
Yeah, because of the stupid trade with Cale.
Hey, listen, you made it.
Yeah,
it was a fair trade.
It was a fair trade. And then I started getting the shaky hands and stuff. And I was like, you know what? I might as well trade with Thomas too.
Hey, might as well.
And then that didn't work out for me either. And then I was just scrambling the whole year.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why
you just wanted Randy real bad. Didn't turn out for you.
For no reason.
So, okay, let's go back to this. Hypothetical. Okay. You want Corbin Burns over Spencer Strider, Casey?
100%.
Comparing the 2 lineups?
100%.
You take the Orioles lineup over the Braves lineup?
No.
So you would want Strider?
No. I want Corbin Burns on my team over Spencer Strider.
All right.
Sounds like a loser to me.
Simply because of his home field, for one. Simply 2, I think Strider has too many great games and then blows up. I mean, he can give up some nukes, can give up some runs. Yes, he's going to get your Ks. I 100% understand that. However, with our new point system this year, the earned runs is huge this year.
You also got to think of outfields.
What?
You also got to think outfields. You want Anthony Santander over Kelenic, Michael Harris, and Ronald Acuna in outfield?
Santander. I mean, they got a 50-foot wall over there in right field. So
Still got to run after it.
he's just going to play off the ball. Corbin Burns is going to strike him out anyways. It don't matter.
So. Not as much as Spencer Strider is.
Yeah. Max Fried might be more on one. I love that man so much.
Yeah, if you're going loyalty team.
He's not going to be a Brave for much longer, so might as well draft him now.
Yeah, he probably will. We'll see.
He's going to sell the Padres.
I don't think he's going to be a Dodger, though. I was going to say, I don't think he's going to be a Dodger.
He's going to sell with the Padres or something and break my heart. I should drafted him.
Yeah. He's going to the Rays.
Where's he from? Is he from LA? I know he's a California boy.
California. He went to the same high school as who's a pitcher for
Flaherty
not doing the other guy.
Flaherty.
Giolito.
And Flaherty. They were all three.
Yep. Yeah. All three of them there. Yeah. It was
which is wild.
Whatever. It was a stupid name. California stinks.
Something. Yeah. But anyways,
okay. Offseason signings.
Offseason signings. We got a couple of them. Just a few. Okay. Obviously, Ohtani goes to the Dodgers.
$700 million.
Just like everyone expected.
Let's actually, since we're on the topic of Ohtani, what's your all's take on the Blue Jays situation with Ohtani? Oh my gosh, he's going out to Toronto. He's flying out and stuff. I think that was all BS. I don't think.
Yeah, that was all just.
Ohtani looking at that, he was just laughing. He was like,
Yeah.
He was still in Japan.
Yeah.
It was just someone trying to get clickbait, and they put out this thing. Oh, there's a flight from LA to Toronto. We'll see what happens. And then Twitter just went crazy with it.
Wasn't it John Morosi?
I'll say John Heyman put Arson Judge, 2 years ago.
Either Heyman or Morosi, one of those two.
But it happens every year, and I am, because GMs and owners of teams or whoever does it, they do put out false information to try to sign a guy or something like that. So maybe I don't know if it was the Blue Jays who might have done it to try to get the Dodgers, or it might have been Ohtani's agent who looked at and tried to get Ohtani to get $50 more million or something like that. Yeah. But it happens every year.
Yeah, I think honestly, I think the sadder thing is the Giants, though, who basically made the same offer and didn't get him.
It's because
of the city of San Francisco.
Yeah.
So
I wouldn't want to live there either.
But I think $700 million was way more than I was expecting. I was expecting like 4 or 5, but
I told you,
especially after him getting injured. But
I said 6. I told you, and y'all are like, "That's so stupid. You're an idiot. You don't know anything about baseball."
I was in the same boat. I thought he was going to get 6.2, even though that was way too much. And then
100% agree.
Was way too much, obviously too. But because I wouldn't be surprised if he might come back for another 2 to 3 years, maybe pitching wise. But after that, I think he's just going to be a DH.
Make him a closer, man.
Yeah, I can see that.
Is a closer worth $700 million though?
If he's hitting 3 nukes a game, yeah.
Literally, he's hitting 3 nukes and then he comes in to secure a 3-0 lead. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's worth that.
Sign me up, dude. Josh Hader got how much?
$90 million, like 96, something like that. It was like 5 years, $96 million. He didn't even break 100.
That's ridiculous, too.
Because I thought it was like 140. I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong.
Check my facts.
Right, continue to talk. Sorry.
Other signings, I mean, Cardinals have gotten out and gotten some pitching. Not anything great. They got Lance Lynn, Kyle Gibson, and Flaherty back.
Sonny Gray.
Nothing crazy.
Sonny Gray.
Who? Oh, Cardinals, yeah.
Sonny Gray. There's been some big trades. We will say that. I know.
He got 5 years, 95. Sorry.
Told you.
You said 90.
Mariners have made a bunch of trades. They sent Eugenio Suarez to the Diamondbacks. They just got Jorge Polanco.
Yep.
They sent Jared Kelenic to the Braves.
Yep.
So they've done a few little sneaky things here and there, shedding payroll and then picking up some sneaky guys. They got Luke Raley. They picked up Mitch Haniger. So
yeah, they usually play Kelenic. He's going to hit 35 home runs this year, probably.
Mm-hmm.
And listen, Casey, we'll go back to this conversation. Casey says it has nothing to do with coaching. It has everything to do with the coaching. He's going to hit 35 bombs this year. Okay, we'll go conservative. He's going to hit 30 home runs this year because we got one of the best hitting coaches. Now, granted, I don't think we'll win 100 games this year. We lost Ron Washington. We're screwed. We're not even make the playoffs.
Okay. Let's not get crazy.
I mean, we're talking to the GM regular times. He knows.
Yeah.
Forgot he's an owner.
Get to know me.
Another
So
name.
when I don't talk to y'all, or I should say you, Thomas, because you're such a fake fan, in 15 years when I'm the GM of the Atlanta Braves, just remember this moment.
Okay.
You wanted Freddie Freeman gone.
I didn't want Freddie Freeman gone. We had the money to get them both.
Yeah,
He
and
didn't want
we're
to be
going
there.
to do Miguel Cabrera at third base and French Fielder at first base. That worked out great for him. They made it to the World Series.
We sent Ozuna to the Shadow Realm.
Dude, he hit 35 last year. 34 something like that.
But would you have rather had Freddie Freeman or Marcell Ozuna?
Yeah, listen, that's neither here nor there.
What are you going to do? Put Austin Riley on left field? You did that? You saw how that
He was a great outfielder.
Anyways, let's move on. Let's not get into little arguments. Another big trade was Soto to the Yankees.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was they paid way too much for him, in my opinion, for a rental. Because I don't have confidence in the Yankees to re-sign him. I just don't.
Oh, I do. That's why I don't think they've done too much. I think they're going to sign him.
I think Soto wants to test free agency.
I think he does. I think he's still test free agency. I don't think he goes back to them during the year or anything like that, or signs an extension with them during the year. I think he tests out free agency, but I could definitely see him going back.
Yeah, but I don't think they extend him. Like, that's what I'm saying. But especially the fact that he turned down that deal from the Nats so early in his career for however ridiculous amount of money it was just makes me think there's no way anyone's extending him. Like, he's going to go to free agency and get as much money as he can.
I mean, granted, I know that this has nothing to do with it because, I mean, he's just, whatever. But him with the Nats, like after the first couple of years, and him past couple of years with the Padres, not the same player.
That is true.
So, I mean, if he wants to test it, he can test it. I'm sure he will, but
I'm not sure.
I think if you give him the same, I think if you give him the Nats deal today, I think he'd take it if he was smart.
Yeah, if he's on the Yankees, I think the only reason he didn't take it, I think he loved the number. He just didn't love the team. I mean, he didn't like the way that they were trending, and he didn't want to be stuck, especially with that contract. Nobody's going to want to trade for him with that contract, just like Stanton. Stanton's stuck.
I mean, he did win a World Series with them. I will remind you of that.
He was the greatest player on the planet when he hit that backside home run, and he was like 19 years old. He was the greatest player of all time in my eyes.
Or when he took Verlander deep, pitch out his eyes at 8.
So I'm talking about, but
that was a backside.
Hold on, did it too?
He hit it second deck, right field.
You're probably right.
And he carried the bat to first base because Alex Bregman did the same thing the inning before. I know.
Gotcha.
Yeah, pull up the receipts.
Anyways,
pull up YouTube.
I'm pulling up the damn off-season trades, because what was the other big one?
Other trade or signing?
Signing.
Eduardo Rodriguez signed with the D-backs.
Oh, Yamamoto was the other one for the Dodgers.
To the Dodgers, yeah.
Yeah, which is gonna be crazy.
Yeah, he might be my number one.
Yamamoto?
I would not feel too bad if he's my number one pitcher.
Yeah, if he's an SP1, he's an SP1. I think so.
Is Kershaw coming back
to the Dodgers, or
who knows?
In general?
Playing.
I don't think he retires.
You don't think he retires?
Sure.
So you think he's on Texas, probably?
I don't know.
Where do you think he goes?
Who knows?
Atlanta, get revenge.
Braves. Yeah.
Maybe.
Speaking of breaks, I know. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, if we make Renato Lopez a starter, I'm going to sell my stock as fast as I can.
I don't think they will with the sale pickup.
They better not. But everything's saying they're going to now. Still,
the guy that they got from the White Sox.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Oh, technically from.
Yeah, Angels. He was with the White Sox, then went to the Angels.
And then the Guardians.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Wow.
Yeah, I know.
Interesting. Okay.
But yeah, Braves. I mean, okay, real quick. I know this is off topic again. Who's got the best rotation in the league right now?
Top to bottom?
Yes, 1 through 5.
Not Braves. I would probably go Dodgers.
You go Dodgers?
Why not?
Put Glasnow's on there. He's gonna throw 75 innings.
Next question. Because here's the thing with the Dodgers. You have Glasnow, who's going to pitch half the year, and then you have Buehler, who may pitch half the year.
Heck, don't say his name. Nobody remembers him.
Yeah, because the Braves own him. Anyways, because Buehler's hasn't even been cleared for opening day, and they're likely going to push him back.
Yep.
So their fifth starter is going to be who?
Well, my thing is looking at everybody's healthy, not the what ifs or anything like that, because that can happen with anybody.
Well, the what ifs is if they're healthy with the guys they have.
And I'm saying, throw that out the window. Everybody's healthy. Nobody's injured for the rest of humanity.
Yeah, show the time pitches this year.
Okay, if no one's injured for the rest of humanity, it's the Braves with Chris Sale.
No.
Yes.
1, 2, 3. You got Strider, Fried, Sale.
And
then you've got Charlie Morton, Bryce
Elder, hopefully not. Hurston Waldrop, hopefully opening day.
Austin, AJ Smith-Shawver. Huascar Enola, who everyone forgets about, hits nukes as well. Bombs.
Y'all are blinded by the light.
Listen, I'm not.
Okay.
If anything, Thomas is because he hates Bryce Elder. Bryce Elder's a dang good pitcher.
So you're telling
for 5? Are you kidding me? Charlie Morton for 4?
Charlie Morton's 40 years old.
Still throwing 98, son.
No.
With his arm angle, his stuff is disgusting.
You can't even see how much his movement is on the screen because it's so much. This is how much it is. I'm going to show you. That's a fastball.
I'm taking Yamamoto, Glasnow, Buehler, Bobby Miller, and throw in Kershaw at 5.
Kershaw's not on the contract. Can't do that.
Okay.
No, they traded Pepio.
I mean,
Emmett Sheehan.
Well, I was going to say Julio Urias, but I forgot about that.
Speaking of Addison Russell.
Oh my God. Anyways, but yeah, Gonsolin. You can throw Gonsolin out at 5.
Yeah, he loves cats. He's a freaking loser.
I think he's better than Elder or anything like that right now.
Well, no.
Yeah.
In 2021, whenever he had his great year, maybe, but last year was
not
good.
He threw 70 innings that year.
Last year.
But
we'll see.
Anyways, Casey, why don't we jump in on something else? How as a Rays fan do you feel about the Tyler Glasnow trade?
Love it. Hope we're fine with it.
You like it?
Yeah. I mean, do I hate that he went to the Dodgers? Yes. That's the only thing I hate about it. I like what we got in return. Yeah, I do like what we got in return.
Yeah, I agree.
I have high hopes for our guys that we got. And we've got 2 of their best prospects for a guy that, like y'all just said,
Can't throw 120 innings.
Yeah, might throw. He's never thrown a full season in the MLB, you know. And they extended him like 3 more years after that for ungodly numbers.
For a ridiculous amount of money.
So, I mean, do I love the guy? If he's healthy, I think he's top 3 pitcher in the MLB, 100%. If he's healthy, 1,000%. But like y'all said, the big what if is if he can't stay healthy and. So, but yeah, I'm okay with that move. The only move I do not like is the shortstop that we got, Cabello, or however you want to say his name from Cabello from the Mariners. I think what I want to do. We have one of the top prospects at shortstop in Carson Williams down in Double-A. He's great with the glove and all this kind of stuff. We basically got another Taylor Wall.
I knew that was coming.
I mean, pretty good with the glove, speed. Sucks at hitting. I sure hope that they still do it, which they won't.
Juan Franco.
Well, I mean, that would be
right.
Absolutely yes, but no chance. I don't support that man anymore. I'm sorry.
Still got a jersey though.
A legend. It's another. Gotcha. But I think they should go sign somebody like Brandon Crawford.
Who? Say it again.
Brandon Crawford.
Yep.
Brandon Crawford.
Big free agent, veteran, still can do it. Yeah. Is the power, and the back not going to be there? Yeah, maybe not. But he's a veteran presence. You got a very good prospect coming up, and you basically just need a filler for maybe a year, maybe half a year. To me, go sign a guy like that. You can get him probably pretty cheap, probably like $8
What about Tim Anderson?
I would be okay with it too. I would.
Oh, no.
Okay. Didn't expect that one from you.
Now I know we're fake news.
I mean, I don't know. I believe in Tim Anderson. Do I like him as a person? No. Do I think he has the capability of being a pretty good shortstop? Absolutely. He usually hits around 300. To me, we need more offense. That's the Rays' MO. We suck in the playoffs. We need as much offense as we can. We need a guy that's been there, done that, rather than a guy trying to prove himself. Biggest sign, I think, which is under the radar, and it's only a minor league deal, Yasiel Puig. I think that's a huge sign for us. I do. I think he would fit as a great culture person in that clubhouse. I hope he makes the major league roster. Don't think he will, but I think he'd be a pretty good fit. Have y'all seen him in the
brawl? Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the brawl. That wasn't even his fault. He was just standing up for his guys. But I love to see.
Listen, I know I'm all for it.
Kevin Cash ain't going to be in there, so might as well.
He's going to be crying.
Yeah.
No, listen, but I and they do it every year, but there's no way Paredes has the same year he had last year. Who's the other guy that looks exactly like him?
Yandy?
No. Yandy's jacked.
Jose Siri?
No, looks exactly like Paredes.
Ramirez. Or not Ramirez, Harold Ramirez.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, those guys are just, like, good little plug-in guys. Those are great bench guys.
Oh,
Paredes had a good year.
Bench guys?
Great bench guys. Like, I'm saying, for a World Series team, right? Listen, way better than me. Way better than I could ever plan to be. But I'm saying, on a World Series team, they're really, really great bench guys. Or rotation guys. Sorry, rotation guys. Paredes can't hit the ball to the right side of the field to save his life. I like the Ramirez. His hair's cute. You know what I mean? Like, it's cool. He paints it and stuff, but
he paints it for his kid who has autism. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm saying I like it.
But I can't believe you just said that. I'm done speaking. I'm done.
I watched way too much of Rays because I have your MLB account.
My account.
Yeah, you won't give me the login, you jerk.
Sorry, only two people at.
I found us 3. Boy, wait, no. Trades.
Well, what other signings do you want to talk about?
Listen,
we also got the Dodgers also got
a great one.
Hernandez. Jock Peterson to the Diamondbacks. I liked him. Hernandez went to the Dodgers. Another addition for them. Don't really want to talk about it.
Real quick, I'm sorry. I'm brain dead. Who?
Teoscar.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The Dodgers.
Aaron Hernandez went to the Dodgers.
Gone for Aaron Hernandez.
I think a sneaky one, in my opinion, one that kind of flew under the radar until the last minute was the Cubs signing Imanaga.
Shota, yep.
I think he's going to be really – I don't think he's going to be as good as Yamamoto, obviously, but I think he's going to be a really solid pitcher.
You think he's a starting pitcher, or you think he goes for the closer?
No, he's a starter.
I think he's a starter.
The other one, the one that signed with Padres, is the closer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I get
I don't
it.
even know.
I don't listen to you, yeah.
Yeah. Edit that out. Cut it.
Might have to leave it in.
Name?
But because Imanaga started the championship game for Japan.
Yeah, as
The one we
we
could have
count
seen,
now,
but
when we count now is the spa day, yeah.
Spa game.
Spa game. Jordan had a flu game. Casey had a spa game.
Hey.
Yeah, Yuki Matsui is the closer. He signed with Padres.
Didn't they also? They signed a guy from the KBO too, something Wugo or something like that. Another reliever.
A sneaky, like it's kind of not a sneaky pick. It's a big one, but I think he's going to be really good. Is Young-Ho Lee for the Giants?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and playing center fielder out there, like because they haven't had a great center field, like defensively. I'm saying Yastrzemski's a great player, but like defensively, because they tried Kevin Pillar out there, but he was older and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
But that dude has some wheels.
Yeah. He's not going to bring much power for him because I mean he hit like 30 home runs in like six years in the KBO, but I think it's just a big deal that San Francisco got a signing after the past 2 years they've had with Correa, Judge, Ohtani, all that jazz. Like just for them to sign a player is a win, and they also got Jordan Hicks, which I think will be great.
Yeah, that's true.
Speaking of another guy making a starter, they're talking about making him a starter.
Yeah, they're going to try him as a starter. Casey's sleeper pick, apparently. Reese Hoskins to the Brewers. I think as long as he's healthy, he'll go back to form.
Yeah, especially in that ballpark, that division. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's one. And I heard about it on MLB, but I totally agree. If you need a get back year or get right year, and you're a free agent just like Belly, I think going to the NL Central is awesome. I mean,
Tommy Pham.
That's true too.
He said, "I'm gonna go do it just for me."
Yeah, I mean,
can't stand that guy.
I like him.
Has he signed yet, or is he still free agent?
I hope not.
He's a free agent right now, still.
Thank goodness.
But he says that he wants to go back to Arizona, which
sounds like doesn't everybody.
Yeah. Anyways, sure. But yeah, I think the Central, for any player that needs to get back to form is a great move for them. A lot of hitter-friendly ballparks in Chicago, Milwaukee especially. But
weaker pitching, yeah. I'd say that too.
One that could is either really great or could be rough. Severino to the Mets, I think is going to be a sneaky one. Because you got to remember he was an animal when he first came up. Mm-hmm. They just couldn't stay healthy.
Got to play in the best division of baseball, though.
Oh, no. Lance Lynn back to the Cardinals is a good one.
They're really bringing back culture, I feel like, with the Cardinals. Last year, I feel like they just – I mean, our whole lives, the Cardinals have been, if I want to put it in terms, like the Steelers, of football. I mean, they might not ever be, great, but you can always count on them being, just in the
They're going to be in the playoffs every year.
Yeah, they're going to be there. Hovering around 500, if not better. Last year was just and I think we constantly talked about it on the podcast of eventually they're going to get going.
Yeah.
They got to get going. Yeah. They got to get going. And I think they just lost that identity in who they were almost. And I think this offseason, they've really started going back to, okay, let's get these culture guys. Let's get guys that have been here. I think, did Michael Wacha go back to the Cardinals too?
No, he went to I just saw he went to Royals, I think.
That's right, the Royals. Okay.
He was one of the 12 guys they signed.
Yeah, Kyle Wright might win the Cy Young this year.
Yeah, so Lance Lynn going back to St. Louis, that was the guy that I was thinking of with the culture and going back to form and stuff. But
did they fire their manager?
I don't think so.
Because I don't because that whole Wilson Contreras thing still trips me out.
Yeah.
It was 40 games into the season. Yeah, they 40 games into the season they gave up Wilson Contreras.
Yeah.
And everything I've seen now, I mean, I don't believe everything, but every pitcher that pitched on that roster was I never once had a problem with Wilson Contreras.
Yeah.
So that sounds like problems from the management.
Right. I don't know.
We'll see.
Verdugo might have a good season with the Yankees.
Yeah.
I like Verdugo. I do.
Yeah, I always forget.
I hate that he had to cut his beard. He looks terrible, but
I always forget that good. He went to New York.
He looks like a naked mole rat.
100%. Rufus. Shock impossible.
We'll see. But I think the big one is Burns, though. Obviously, the last happened 2 days ago. I do think he's going to be good. I don't want to neglect. I know we said earlier a couple things about him, but I think he's going to be fantastic, and I think he's exactly what the Orioles need. He's a veteran guy who's solidly proven himself. He's going to come in because with how many young guys the Orioles have, they need a guy like that to come up and be the head guy on that team. So
I think Grayson Rodriguez.
I think the Orioles are going to be fantastic.
I think Grayson Rodriguez has a fantastic year.
Yeah.
I think he's a breakout year.
Yeah.
Would he be? Would he be Rookie of the Year eligible? Did he throw too many?
I think he threw 20.
I don't know. That's a good question because he came up for a while and then he went back down.
Right.
Because he was not good.
And then when he came back up, he was like ace level.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
I think Vaughn Grissom, as much as I hate it, but like
that's a great.
I think he's gonna be. Yeah, I think he's gonna be really good in Boston. I think he's gonna be good for the teams.
I hate that we had to let him go, but I'm happy for him.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
You want to talk about?
Go ahead.
Sorry. No, you started first.
I was gonna say because he's gonna get everyday reps at second base because it's gonna be him and Story up the middle. He hit his first career home run in Boston. It's like memories there. Like I think he's really gonna flourish in Boston.
Yeah,
I agree.
So happy for Vaughn Grissom. Hate we had to let him go, but literally was nowhere we could put him.
Yeah, you were talking about almost tears when I heard what he said after.
Yeah,
like I was dang near in tears. I can pitch.
I can pitch. We needed a pitcher. I can pitch, coach. Could he pitch as good as Chris Sale? Probably not.
Probably.
But
I mean, if Chris Sale's injured, he could.
Well, that's fair. But him getting everyday reps, I think he's going to be a real good player for a while for Boston.
I agree.
But,
oh crap.
Anyways, that's most of, if not all of. Good Lord, tell your wife stop calling. But that's most of, if not all of, the signings, trades, at least the major ones that we've talked about. I want to ask
Where's Billy
to you guys. Well, yeah, where are the free agents going? I think we should save that for next week, just in case they sign this week. But what is your hot take for the season? Like your hot button prediction for the season?
As far as free agents or as just...
No, just as far as like how the season's going to go. Do you want me to give mine first?
Yeah, go for it.
I think the Washington Nationals are going to be a 500 ball club.
Can't get behind that one. I'm sorry.
I just want to say,
I think their second half last year was leaps and bounds better than the first half. And they were only like 10 games under 500 last year. So I say Washington Nationals 500 ball club this year. Because they like CJ Abrams.
I can do that.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to win the division, obviously, but
no,
I think they'll be a 500 ball club.
Yeah, because I do like that huge guy they got from the outfielder. He's like 6'7". I can't remember his name now, but I think if he comes up, he's gonna be an animal. I should like because I can't think of him right now. But I just don't know.
You talking about Cruz?
No. Nationals. The outfielder got from. I know what I'm talking about. The one they got from the Padres. No, you wouldn't know it because
in the Soto trade.
Yes,
I don't remember.
All right, Casey, give yours and I'll tell you. James Wood. Look him up. That dude's an animal.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna give 2 because one of them's a homer pick, but I truly believe it. I think Max Fried's winning Cy Young.
I don't know if that's a hot take, but I like it.
I know that's what I said. It's just a homer pick. Contract year, and he's healthy this year completely. And then
When
I'll
Cy
go
Young
with
signs a extension.
no. I mean, listen, that's my absolutely it's my dream. But I think my hot take is I think Royals win the division.
That was going to be mine.
That was a thought I had.
Yeah.
I honestly don't, because like adding Michael Walker, because talking about young guys for like the Royals, signing some like bringing Kyle Wright, and I think he's going to be healthy. I mean, part of the season. I don't know how long. I don't know if he's going to be ready day one, but Michael Walker. I mean, they just, and I still love Hunter Renfroe. I mean, he's not going to be the main guy, but for like a 7-hole hitter, shoot, sign me
He
up.
plays great out.
Yeah, got a cannon. I remember him playing at Mississippi State. I was like, how does that dude even run? He runs on the side of his feet. He does it.
My hot take is Alek Manoah returns to start ace form.
Okay.
Yeah, he was my draft pick last year.
Draft him again.
Was he like 3rd round for you?
No, he was like, because I didn't draft a pitch. I didn't draft a pitcher the first 5 rounds.
Yeah, I think he was your first pitcher that you took.
Yeah.
Yikes.
He was, no. It was Spencer Strider, Max Fried, and then Alek Manoah.
But yeah,
Decent.
that's mine.
I like it.
I thought of that on the fly, honestly.
Nice.
It's a little hot take.
I'll roll.
I think I like yours, Cale, mainly for the reason that everyone else in that division didn't really do anything.
Yeah.
Right.
Advice.
The only people that really did anything was the Tigers signed Maeda
and Jack Flaherty.
Yeah, so I don't think that's too outlandish. But the Royals got significantly better, so I like it.
I wanted that to be my hot take, was the Tigers were going to win the division, but I just don't know, because I don't really believe in Spitzel Torkelson that much. I think Riley Green's going to have a really good year.
What about Baez?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I've wanted to like him. I've wanted to like him for years, but these past couple years have been rough.
Yeah, but do you think that they will really jump the Twins? Do you think, how far back do you think they are from the Twins? Or I guess you can go even farther and say who has the advantage, the Guardians or the Twins? Because in my eyes, it's the Twins. They're a little bit younger.
Yeah.
Pitching, I think, is better than the Guardians, if you ask me. I think Shane Bieber leaves anyways. But yeah, I like the take, Cale.
Thank you. All right, where's Belly going? There's only one spot in my eyes.
Belly?
Last hot take before we end. Bellinger goes where?
Cubs.
Yeah, I'll say that's the only spot I can think of.
I do think it's crazy. Him and Snell have not been signed. The only offer between both of them is Snell.
I say Yankees, yep.
And both of them are represented by Boris, right? Scott Boris. Is that correct?
Which is probably
Snell is.
I think these owners are getting fed up with him.
I agree.
I think there's something going on that the owners are just like, you know what? Forget you. We can sign whoever else for a lot cheaper. We know this guy is not. We're done playing our games.
They haven't even sent an offer to Bellinger.
Yeah.
He had a great year, man.
Absolutely.
He had a great year, but his asking price, what, $200 million?
I have no idea, but I haven't paid attention that much.
That was what I heard earlier in the offseason.
Do I think he's worth it? He could be. I really do. I think he could really be worth that $200 million.
If he stays at
how many
form.
years?
I'd give him 5 years. Okay, if I'm a GM, I give Cody Bellinger, 5 years, $140 million.
I'm not going above 125.
125, bro. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fair. 125.
For how long? 5 years?
Yeah, I said 5.
Yeah, right.
5 years, 125?
He said 140.
I said 140.
I mean,
I'd say 5 years, 115.
I'll just bring it lower.
MVP for a corn MVP?
I don't know.
Yeah, and Blake Snell's won 2 Cy Youngs.
Yeah, I don't believe.
Well, I didn't say that about Blake Snell, but
I know, I'm saying.
Because here's my thing with Bellinger is if he's had a drop off before, who says he can't have it again? That's my thing. If he could prove himself 2 years in a row, like if he just goes and signs a 1 year deal and does the same thing, he could get $200 million next year. But he's got to show he can be consistent.
And I know they're totally different players, but I mean I kind of see him as a better option of Jock Pearson. As far as like he took that 1 year deal with Chicago, but I mean he really didn't get a great deal after that. So,
but I like Belly. He gets the versatility.
I do too.
First base and center field. I mean, he can still go get it. I believe in the guy. I think the change of scenery is what he needed. Obviously, it worked. But yeah, I see him in a Chicago uniform. I do.
Yeah, I just don't, like because I've tried to like put him at other teams. I just don't see him go because all the teams would be like, bottom feeders, but he's not going to sign with them.
Yeah. Oh, I will. I did have another hot take. I forgot about it until now.
Okay.
I told James this a long time ago. I said Blake Snell and Trevor Bauer go to the Angels.
Trevor Bauer? Has he even said he wants to come back to the MLB this year?
He better.
Yeah, he came out like as soon as his season ended last year, and he's like, I desire to come back to the MLB.
He's given up a lot of nukes to Erickson.
Yeah. Erickson's doing him too much. I think a team, if they can get past the whole situation that he was in, which I'm not going to speak on it,
legally speaking, was innocent.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's 100% needs to
morally, he's a scumbag.
Yeah, it needs to be looked at just solely as a legal standpoint, I think. And if that's the case, I think a lower team could sign him for very cheap.
Yep.
And possibly even flip him at the deadline, maybe if they
go to the Pirates.
I mean, somebody like that. That's why I think the Angels would be a great spot.
I like that.
The Angels are known to make these weird signings. You know what I mean? But that's why I think Blake Snell too. They might sign Blake Snell for a 12-year deal for like $700 million. I wouldn't be surprised.
How old is this man? Isn't he like 32?
Yeah, forget Ohtani. We don't need
like 30.
We don't need to sign him for $700 million, but we'll sign Blake Snell for that.
Yeah,
might as well. Yeah, we'll see though.
Who knows? I think it's gonna be a really good year. I think the best thing I'm looking forward to this year is competition, because like there's only last year you had like I feel like there was a bunch of teams that you're like there's zero chance of them doing anything.
Yeah,
but this year, especially like you said with the draft, I mean, shoot, like Dylan Cruz to the Nationals, even Paul Skeens to the Pirates, like. I think Paul Skeens can give you 7 wins. I mean, like
right now.
Yeah, right. That's what I mean. Like, I think competition is going to be prevalent, other than the Athletics, because they're just, not very good.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of exciting prospects who are like on the cusp as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited. We'll see what happens.
Even with being able to trade draft picks now too. I think it's pretty huge in the MLB.
Yeah. I'm excited, but I think that'll do it for us here at the Sunday League Podcast.
Back, baby.
We're back. We're going to try to switch up the schedule a little bit, but follow along. We'll keep you guys posted.
We'll post something.
And then we'll be excited leading up to opening day, and anything that happens, we'll keep you posted. We're going to do more fantasy baseball stuff this year. We kind of said we're a home for fantasy baseball and did absolutely nothing for it last year. But
no, we did something.
We did a couple things, but
we'll have more
most
fun
of the time we didn't.
Yeah, we're going to have more fun. We're talking about
used to being
trash.
for the
We're going to
mic.
call Thomas an idiot a lot more often.
Typical.
James
Let
is
you
going
into
to
my
show up half the
cyberbullying.
days.
James might not even be on the podcast anymore. We don't even know.
Maybe not.
Once he gets married,
We're going to ask,
the
we're going
leash
to
is
ask
getting
Megan.
tighter. We'll see. But anyways, appreciate you guys tuning in. We will be back hopefully next week, maybe 2 weeks from now.
Next week.
Hopefully not as long as the last 2 weeks. But yeah, appreciate you guys tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you're on YouTube. Follow us on Spotify, wherever you're at. Appreciate it. Love you. Bye.
Love you. Mine's more awesome.